There's little doubt that CFMoto is quickly demonstrating that Chinese bikes can be manufactured to a level that rivals those made in Japan or the West, even though China may not be at the top of the US's list of global allies at the moment. If we can set the spy balloons issue to one side, that is. The new 800NK, which was unveiled via the company's social media, is a bike that actually looks as spectacular as its immediate competitors. An injection of technology from KTM undoubtedly helps. These competitors will include models like Suzuki's new GSX-8S and Honda's CB750 Hornet, as well as the seasoned Yamaha MT-07 and the recently revived KTM 790 Duke, the latter of which shares an engine with the 800NK and is constructed in the same factory as the 800NK. These competitors will include the new GSX-8S from Suzuki and the CB750 Hornet from Honda, as well as the well-known Yamaha MT-07 and the recently revived KTM 790 Duke, the latter of which has the same engine as the 800NK and is produced alongside it in CFMoto's Chinese facility. We've already had a look of the 800NK. The NK-C22 concept bike, unveiled in September of last year, came first, followed by design registrations and type approval certificates. The production version was always going to be released in the first half of 2023, and now it has. Just the most basic information about the specs has thus far been released. It shares a 799 cubic centimeters KTM LC8C engine with the CFMoto 800 metric tons adventure bike, the 790 Duke, and the 790 Adventure, but is modified to produce 99 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 59.7 pound-ft of torque at 8,000 RPM. Due to the different designs of parts like the exhaust system, there is a tiny bit more power and a tiny bit less torque than the identical engine in the 790 Duke. We also know that the 800NK weighs a remarkable 410 pounds when wet, which is much less than the 445 pounds of the Suzuki GSX-8S and even less than the 419 pounds of the Honda Hornet. Moreover, the CFMoto has more power than the 82 horsepower. With a 57.7-inch wheelbase and KYB suspension at either end, the KTM-designed engine is mounted on a steel tube chassis. The front suspension is completely adjustable, while the rear suspension features preload and rebound adjustment. The brakes are made by J.1, which is now a part of Brembo. The front brakes have two 4-piston radial mount calipers, while the rear brakes have one 2-piston caliper. The NK-C22 concept and subsequent leaks gave us a glance at the aesthetic of the 800NK, but the official photos demonstrate that nothing was lost in the transition from concept to production. The 800NK's front end manages to be distinctive without being deliberately contentious, and its V-shaped headlight is a clear improvement over the rather plain design of the current NK models. As we've already seen in patent images of the upcoming 1250NK Super Street Fighter, CFMoto will likely use this design on additional models in the future. The top surface of the front fender below and the winglet-like wind deflector above it both mirror the headlight's V-shape. The 800NK features 3 riding modes, Rain, Street, and Sport, from its ride-by-wire throttle, and a 4-way joypad on the left handlebar controls an impressive-looking iPad-style TFT dash, according to the most recent information released from CFMoto. There will be a second model of the bike available with a smaller instrument pack that is around half the size of this one, but still has a full-color TFT with a variety of display settings. Even in China, CFMoto has not yet disclosed price information or a release date for the 800NK, although it is anticipated to enter the market there within the upcoming several months. There's no reason to think the 800NK won't arrive in the US either, although if it could take longer given that the similarly powered Ibex 800S and Ibex 800T, marketed in other countries as the 800 metric ton Sport and 800 metric tons Touring, are already on American land.